Hello everyone, this is Enhancement Shaman Mage Tower Guide in WoW Dragonflight. Here is my talent tree. You can also find it in description. In this challenge, your gear is scaled down to 120 item level, but as you will see, it's not a big deal. Things that will help you are your concentration and these consumables to make this fight more comfortable. The challenge itself is a council fight at the entrance to the Halls of Valor, containing 3 separate NPCs, Sigrun, Runasir Faljar, and Jarl Velbrand. The latter two are inactive until you engage Sigrun, which will begin the encounter, and you will have to deal with all 3 of them at the same time. All 3 enemies have a linked health pool, but different total health amounts. That means that as the encounter progresses, they will exit in a fixed order until the end of this fight. If you need help with Mage Tower and don't want to spend a lot of time mastering challenge, check out conquestcapped.com. It's a trusted boosting service rated with 5 stars at Trustpilot. They can complete any Mage Tower, any class, and any specialization without ban and account sharing within 15 minutes. Check out link in description. Now let's get straight into fight itself. Jarl Velbrand is a hard-hitting melee target. However, if you move too far out of range, we'll resort to casting Hurl Axe, which will launch 3 very painful axes in an arc around the room that can be avoided. When engaged, he will try to follow you unless you move too far. He has 2 significant abilities that both need to be dealt with individually. Berserker's Rage increases his damage dealt and attack speed significantly, but also slowing him by 40%. When this is active, drop Earthbind Totem and stay out of his range. Bladestorm deals significant damage each second when you are close and constantly drag you toward him. This can be stunned via Capacitor Totem, or you can just run out of melee range until it ends and try to heal yourself through the damage. Runasir Faljar will repeatedly cast Shadowbolt on you throughout the encounter as his form of attack. This can be interrupted fairly aggressively to reduce damage. Faljar comes with 2 significant abilities to deal with. Runic Detonation spawns 3 runes around the central circle of the room with varying sizes that shrink at different rates. You need to immediately run over each of these runes to prevent a detonation, which will lead you to wipe. If you absolutely cannot cover ground to get them all, an emergency astral shift might save you. Ancestral Knowledge triggers a large health shield upon the cast being, which you need to quickly burn through and interrupt him with Wind Shear before the 20-second cast completes, as the damage will be lethal. This is the only important damage check in the fight, so save any burst trinkets or cooldowns for this, and you should be fine. Finally, the most important target is Sigrun, who will engage you in melee. Throughout the fight, she will cast Throw Spear that will leave a damaging fell patch on the ground, so while she is active, the room will become progressively more limited. Her first ability is Dark Wings. Summons a wall of Dark Valkyr at the north, south, east, or west edge of the room with 1 gap in their ranks. You need to find this and stand in it quickly, as roughly 5 seconds later they will rush across the room and deal massive damage if any come into contact with you. Blood of the Father applies a pulsing AoE effect to Sigrun that will ramp up each second, but can either be interrupted mid-cast with Hex or Capacitor Totem. If this cast completes, you should immediately Hex her, which also pauses the effect. Left alone, the damage becomes unhealable quickly. The most important aspect of this challenge is not to panic over different effects. Damage is not a primary factor, and instead, executing mechanics and survival will lead to success much easier. Pay attention to your health bar and sustain yourself by maintaining Earth Shield and using Healing Stream Totem whenever you have spare globals. Stay calm, and you'll definitely get your new appearance. And if you'll find it too difficult, conquestcapped.com can help you with that. Link as always in description. Have a nice time.